We've been together a total of just over 7 years, and we've been married.
We'll be married 2 years in July, so just a little over a year, I guess. Year and a half.
Yeah, a little over a year and a half married. 7 together, a little over 7 together, a little over a year and a half married.
Our parents have known each other for a really long time, so we've kind of always been around and like known of each other, but then we went to high school together and became good friends in high school.
We were very close, friend-wise. I mean, she was honestly like my best friend. Like, I mean, going off to college, like she was gonna be the one I missed. I don't know, on the phone or something, you know, like, all right, love you.
Just like in a friendly way?
Right, but it was always like, love you. Never I. Like, I feel like the I was never really in front.
That shifted too.
Yes, and so, and I, like, at least for me, like, all my close friends, like, I feel like I tell them, like, hey, love you. It's because I do. And so it was the same with her. Like, we would use that, but like I said, it was more like, love you. It wasn't like the I love you, which...
Yeah. So we don't really have a good answer. We debate who said it first.
Yeah, who said it first.
We don't really have
I think
a good
I
answer.
did.
I don't know who did. Well, you can take that if you want to. Andrew does. I cook very rarely. He cooks pretty much every night. I come home and he has something made.
Yeah, neither of us really cooked a lot before we moved in together. I mean, I lived at my parents' still, and she was in school still.
Yeah, just making like ramen and stuff.
So neither of us really cooked a ton. And with her being in school, I was like, well, I'll cook, I'll learn. And once I started, I kind of enjoyed it, honestly. I was like, well, I can try new things, kind of make it how I like it. We're both kind of picky eaters, I would say.
We like to golf together.
Mm-hmm.
That's more Andrew's hobby, but we both golfed in high school, and it's something fun. I'm glad I know how to golf because I think it's fun to be able to go do that with him instead of just telling him bye every day of the weekend so that he can go to the golf course. It's something we can do together, and it's just like being outside and I don't know, lots of good memories on the golf course.
Because we like to do like a lot of outdoor activities together, walking, hiking, but yeah, something just riding around in the golf cart together, playing 9 holes. This was her idea, so I can't take credit for it.
I can't either. I found it I saw it on social media,
So we try to have two date nights, like legit date nights a month, where I plan one and she plans one. One is an indoor date night and the other one has to be like an outdoor activity. And like we'll take turns switching months. So like if I have, you know, the outdoor activity this month, next month I'll have to plan like the indoor activity.
Yeah, we're not the best at it, especially in like busy seasons, but I feel like that goes for everything. I feel like all the time though, like in general, I feel like you're pretty good at like doing the small things that I feel like a lot of times go away in marriage sometimes, which not necessarily that they should, but like little things that you do while you're dating, like to make someone like you, like to make someone interested in you, want to be with you, like that you don't have to do anymore when you have to do anymore.
Like the flirting aspect, basically.
Yeah, like he'll get me flowers all the time just for no reason. Like I get flowers a few times a month, I'd say, and write me little notes, just stuff like that that isn't necessarily necessary, using that word multiple times anymore, but it's just nice things to show, like, I don't know, just to keep the romance alive. Exactly the answer to the question.
Probably me. That's probably, it's just because I have a lot more to say sorry for than she does usually. So sometimes I'll admit, it's probably not always sincere right away. Like, fine, you know what, you're right, I'm sorry. You know, and then after I kind of replay things, I'm like, she was probably right. I need to give a little better apology than that. But I would say, I don't know, I feel like we're both pretty quick to apologize.
Yeah.
But I also feel like we're both pretty quick to kind of like take a step back. Like we don't really let anything like get, I guess you could say, heated between us. Like I think we do a really good job of kind of like, hey, we're not seeing eye to eye right now. Like let's just take a break. I mean, I think for me, kind of like I said, like just coming home, like just knowing like when I come home, like she's there, and just like having that home together. Because like I said, you know, I was at home, then I was in college, and then after college I was back home. And you know, in the dating phase, it was always go on a date, drop her off, you know, she's at home, I'm at home, that sort of thing. So like for me, just knowing like I get to go home to her every day, I told her like going to sleep next to her and just waking up next to her, like those two things, just like end my day and start my day. Like I'll be just sitting at school and I'll just be like, man, like I'm just excited to go home tonight. You know, just small things like that where 5 years ago, I was just thinking, I wonder when I'll see Mikenna again.
I feel like we're still figuring that out just a couple years in, but maybe that would be the advice is to just kind of stay open-minded and recognize that there needs to be growth and change throughout a marriage. It's not supposed to be the same the entire time, because obviously as individuals you're going to change, so your relationship would need to change too if you want it to continue to go well. Mm-hmm. But we're definitely still figuring that out, I'd say. Not far enough in to have great advice.